Hail, travelers, and welcome back to episode 2, following the Free Company and Daegon, the captain of the Free Company. Now, last episode, we were introduced to Daegon, a once slave that managed to escape his slavery by finding an abandoned rowboat and drifting into the sea for a few days until he found a remote volcanic island in which he accepted his death until a mighty beast found him and decided to befriend him. That mighty beast being our dragon Fatebringer, who is introduced as well. Other than that, we were introduced to some of our other followers like Tremond and Merrick. We did do a couple contracts. We were able to get some dragon hunters. But other than that, not too much happened. We're just trying to get by, get more soldiers and prestige and provisions and whatnot. And yeah, we're basically just trying to roll and get our destiny going. Now, it is the end of the Great Spring Sickness. We are ill. Luckily, we did not get the Great Spring Sickness, though. It's just a regular illness. But we are at the back end of the Great Sickness. It seems that the Veil is still getting somewhat, or hit somewhat hard. But other than that, it seems to be mostly going away. A little pocket in Essos here. So that's good. It's really good that we were able to avoid that. So let's see here. We do still need more gold and provisions and soldiers. But before we do another contract, we are going to do something else. A user mentioned this to me, that we can deepen our bond with our dragon. So if she's going to help us fulfill our destiny, we have to deepen our bond. She's going to be a good friend of ours, and we have to spend some time with her. Let's go ahead and deepen that bond. There we go. Like I said, we are still sick, but we're going to be king one day. That is our goal, is to conquer all of playable Essos and become a just and great king in the East. Get rid of slavery and the injustices that happen in these lands. And if we're going to do that, a little illness can't hold us back. So let's see here. We can rescue a fair subject. If we are going to be this great just king, then we got to get the people on our side. So rescuing a fair subject might be a good start. So we'll go ahead and travel to accept that. We can make a request as well. I don't really want to do a tournament right now while we're sick. That wouldn't be good. So maybe we can get some men-at-arms. Let's go ahead and do that. Got armored footmen. That's pretty good. Nice. Okay. We have 200 men. We are getting our army started. Let's go rescue that fair subject. A fair man to the rescue, then. Let us be off. Auto-invite agents. We have a 100% chance. A raw feeding. The dragon Fatebringer is understandably wary of me. Though she is no longer truly wild and enjoys some of her comforts, she does not trust me, and is reluctant to allow me to draw within even 100 paces of her. But as all High Valyrians know, the route to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Fatebringer's just happens to be bigger than most. After consulting with the kennel masters of Coin Hoard on the flesh and offal favored by the hounds, I have sent for a wagon of fresh mutton and pork. The meat has yet to be fully butchered, but the kennel masters assure me that the rarer the better. But which would Fatebringer prefer? Raw mutton might be wonderful. I mean, we should spend a bit more coin on our dragon. She is our dragon after all. Yeah, raw mutton might be good. Let's go ahead and give her some mutton. A raw success. Great. Fatebringer's head rises from the floor in interest as I maneuver the meat-laden wheelbarrow into her lair. Pushing up onto her forelimbs, Fatebringer slowly approaches me, her eyes darting between me and my gory treasures. I heft one of the thicker cuts and heave it towards her, Before the meat strikes the ground, Fatebringer darts forward and catches it in her jaws. Pleased with the offering, she looks towards me expectantly. I am happy to oblige. I throw her piece after piece, drawing closer to her each time. Knowing better than to push my luck, I throw the last and largest piece to Fatebringer and leave while she savages the delicacy. Though I am still far from being accepted as her dragon rider, we made real progress today. I mean, I am her dragon rider. She just doesn't... She's just hesitant. And it makes sense. She is a solitary dragon. She's used to being alone. She's also a defiant dragon, so she doesn't really like taking orders. She likes to be an independent beast. But that's where their companionship, derives from. That Daegon likes to be independent as well. He was a former slave. He's free now. He doesn't want to be chained up at all. And Daegon doesn't plan on treating Fatebringer like a slave either. Maybe she doesn't know that now, but in time, hopefully she'll know that. Daegon wants to treat her like a companion, like a friend. This is good. Base success chance increases. Wonderful. Let's continue looking for this fair subject, a Valyrian song. I fear that Fatebringer isn't responding to my efforts at bonding as well as she should. While the dragon no longer bristles at my presence, she is easily distracted and is rarely willing to listen to, let alone obey my commands. But then I recall something my nursemaid once told me. She said that when I was an infant boy, I would cry from the hour of the bat to the nightingale, and that the one thing that could snap me out of these tirades were her sweet songs. Inspired, I've sent to Coin Hoard for a copied manuscript of old Valyrian hymns, said to date from Lord Aenar's flight from the doomed continent. While the true provenance of the hymnal is impossible to know, the lyrics are in Valyrian, and the composition is not too dissimilar from some older High Valyrian songs. Luckily, when I was a boy, my mother taught me High Valyrian, so I know how to speak this language. I will sing the old songs. We don't have a great chance at doing it, but we have to try. Flat Valyrian song, that sucks. I enter Fatebringer's lair, where I find the dragon sleeping in one of the chambers. I am nervous, not only because of her presence, but also because I am no bard versed in the singing of ancient songs. Perhaps I should have gotten Tremond to sing. He is a bard after all, he's a poet. He has a great voice. Let's see here. But as the mummers remind us, the play must go on. I clear my throat and launch into the first stanzas. Kasir snakia zodreze nedinka rusir pers. How's my High Valyrian, guys? Let me know in the comments how my High Valyrian is. I am not even to the second stanza before Fatebringer wakes, rises, and leaves the chamber. Confused, I follow, only to see her lay back down upon the ground and close her eyes. Unsure of what else to do, I start my song once again. And again she leaves, this time with her tail swishing in annoyance. Not easily deterred, I follow Fatebringer, singing all the while. It is then that her patience frays. The dragon rounds on me and looses a furious roar that stills my voice and sends me running for my tent. I guess my voice is that bad after all. That sucks. But we have to keep trying. Let's see how the scheme's going. Consulting Dragon Lord. I continue to struggle with Fatebringer's training. In fear, I am reaching the limits of my knowledge of dragons. Fortunately, while much Dragon lore was lost during the Doom, some still survives on both sides of the narrow sea. The authenticity and accuracy of many of these texts, however, is unclear. After all, much of the dragon lore that survives are mere copies, and forgeries abound. Alternatively, the small folk have developed a rich dragon lore of their own over the centuries, a collection of old wives' tales and superstitions. Perhaps the folk lore might be of value. We have a better chance of going to the Citadel, and it might be good to get our lore from the source. We do have High Valyrian blood, and though the small folks' opinions and stories matter, we need to understand dragons at their source. This is the first dragon, at least the first dragon that most people have seen in their lives. As much as Daegon tries to keep her hidden, she is a tyrannic leviathan. Her size sometimes it's hard to keep her hidden. She does her own thing. She takes flight when she wants. She's a defiant beast, so a lot of people have seen her. And this is the first time that many of the people in Westeros and Essos, well, mainly Essos, because we've only been there, have seen a dragon. This is after the Dance of the Dragons, where most of the dragons have died. So most people have never laid their eyes upon such a beast. So it might be good to go to the source and study the old Valyrian lore in the Citadel and the Dragonstone. So we'll go ahead and go there. Useful dragon lore, great. My attendants have brought me 2 accounts of the flight of Aenar the Exile, his children Denise the Dreamer, and Gaemon the Glorious, and their dragons from Old Valyria. While the accounts are varied, most pertinent are their purported description of the Targaryens' colonization of Dragonstone, and in particular their efforts to rear dragons on the island. The texts say Aenar and his children lost 4 of their dragons in the years after their relocation, but Balerion, the greatest of the 5, look how big, Balerion the Black Dread. I've heard that name in the Game of Thrones lore, but I don't know much about Balerion the Black Dread, but he is a unit. Calculating, cooperative, imperious, bloodthirsty. Oh my gosh, that's a big dragon. The greatest of the 5, prospered while 2 others, Meraxes and Vhagar. Hey, I know Vhagar. That was Aemon's dragon. And I think I know Meraxes as well. That name sounds familiar. Would later hatch in the Dragonmont's shadow. The account suggests that, denied the magics of their ancestral home, the Targaryens were forced to develop new practices for rearing dragons, such as the use of closed, I don't know how to say that word, Digimian braziers for incubating the creature's eggs. Knowledge such as this will no doubt prove useful in my efforts with Fatebringer. Wonderful. The old Valyrian text did not disappoint me. We have 5 advantages. We have a 100% success chance, so we'll just go ahead and do this now. Rescue a fair subject. She is content, she's compassionate, she's stubborn. She's quite pretty. She's 32. Maybe she would make a good wife for one of my companions. Yeah, we don't have to part ways. You would be in good company in the free company. We protect our companions. We look after the small folk. You are a lowborn. Perhaps it would be better than being under the rule of this lord. Join us, please. We don't have to part ways. She does feel honored. This is good. The darkening horizon. Missives and messages sprawl across my desk. They are all about one particular subject. The panic seeps from the words, forming in turn a rapidly rising pool of dread in my stomach. The sickness starts with chills and fever before necrotic buboes form beneath the unfortunate's armpits. Their breath comes in wretched gasps between expulsions of blood, lips and toes turning a livid black. It then kills indiscriminately, rich and poor, young and old, duke and downtrodden. The reports are from far-flung lands for now, but my trembling fingers trace the dates. It is getting closer. It is an ill omen. I think I want to say that this is this could be a Game of Thrones mod event, but I want to say that this is the Black Plague event from base CK3. I could be wrong, but we're going to play into it. Daegon, hearing this, does not like the sound of that, knowing that the Great Spring Sickness has just ended. Hearing words of another great plague is definitely an unfortunate omen, and he will be careful in the future, staying away from sicknesses. Cool. So we got a good follower here. I think I want to say we should marry her to Merrick. Merrick is loyal. He's strong. He's giant. His children would be great warriors. we shouldn't give him the Tremond. He's a lustful fellow. I doubt he would be held down by a single woman. Saris might be good as well. He has Valyrian blood. Eric, we will, yeah, we'll marry this Lyanna to Merrick. Hopefully they have giant children, become great warriors in the future. The Free Company. There we go. Okay, so we got 62 gold. There's a grand tournament nearby. We are still sick though. Where is this tournament? It's up here. Ooh. We're gonna head north. We want to get more towards Mir and Pentos. We want to avoid this area. There's word of many pirates in this area, and also, last we heard, the Blackfire Rebellion was kind of congregating in this area here, and we want to stay far away from the rebellion. We want to stay away from the drama and the wars that will be inevitably happening for the Iron Throne in Westeros. So we definitely want to avoid this area. We don't want to get the attention of the Blackfire Company, especially when we have a dragon. You know, we might even just be killed and our dragon taken hostage. So we will avoid that. Has the war started yet? It is not. Okay, they're still making preparations. Are there any wars anywhere? There is. Defending against Lady Mad Danelle. Interesting. How's the north going? Oh, the north is being hit by a plague. Not good at all. How's the wall? Ormond the Old. Defending against High Chieftain. Oh, yes. It seems the Night's Watch are at war still with the wildlings north of the wall. A hostage. Chieftain Varamir Sealcut. There's a hostage. Oh, there's a hostage up here. What is hindered from declaring war on Chieftain Varamir because Quentin Orm is Chieftain Varamir's hostage. Oh, there's a Night's Watch hostage in the Wildling Lands. No wonder there's a war. Interesting. Okay. Some interesting things happening north of the wall. But come now, let us go back to Essos, see what we need to do here. There are some more contracts. I don't really want to do many contracts. We do have another available perk. I think we'll go ahead and get Enduring Hardships for the provisions use. And then after that, I think we're going to go down the strategist route to buff our men-at-arms. Let's see. Let us go ahead and make a request. Again, we can request a tournament, but we are sick. We want to be in tip-top shape if we're going to do a tournament. So let's get another men-at-arms. Armored Footmen. Increased by 1. This is good. We have 300 men now. Our the Free Company is growing. Again, these people have most of these people have never seen a dragon in their lives. So seeing this dragon, you know, it's only natural that people are flocking to the Free Company's cause, the Daegon's cause. You know, seeing this dragon at his side, they know that he is obviously destined for great things. And so yeah, the Free Company is growing quite rapidly. We'll go ahead and move up. We will go up here. Let's go ahead and start moving our camp. The Wandering Knight. Yep, decent prowess. Let's see here. See, it will be fine. He tells the man in the stall with a smile and hands him a coin. An honorable knight. Could join our camp. He has decent diplomacy, he has decent prowess. He's impatient, but he's gregarious and just. His personality does align with our beliefs. For just 25 gold. Sure, we can, yeah, let's hire him. Might as well. A willing follower. gluttonous, paranoid, and calm. Doesn't have very many good traits there. So though we appreciate it, I know you want to be a part of us, but we have no need for you right now. But do not worry. I'm sure you're destined to do great things. Visiting hours. After my last visit with Fatebringer, I was struck and dismayed by her seeming inability to distinguish between me and the attendants that bring her food, as if I, a captain of Larolambar, were no different from a servant. Although my duties as captain consumes most of my days, it might be worthwhile to set aside more time to visit with Fatebringer. There is, however, risk of such an approach. Not only the obvious danger of spending more time in close proximity with such a vicious predator, but also the risk that Fatebringer could bristle at my overeager, heavy-handed presence during the sensitive stage of our relationship. Yes, I mean, there is no substitute for time well spent. She needs to get used to me. If we are going to be companions, we are going to be friends. She has to get used to my presence. Dear girl, I do not want to irritate you at all, but we should spend some quality time together. Please, would you accept me, Fatebringer? Visit Dragon success. Great. Much as my boyhood teacher shaped me into the man I am today, well, in our case, slavers. Not very many teachers. But anywho. And in doing so, earn my appreciation. So too have my efforts to be a more regular part of Fatebringer's care earned me a modicum of the dragon's respect. Whereas even a month ago, she would have treated me no different than any other of the porters that bring her meat in and soiled straw out. I think she now sees me in a better light. While still far from affectionate, Fatebringer watches me more closely and discern my voice from those of my companions, and will even follow or allow me to touch her neck during feedings. This is great to see, Fatebringer. You are my friend, and I am treating you as such. I will not chain you up. Do not worry. I know you may not believe me yet, but remember, we have a bond. Our souls are bonded together. That is why you chose me. There we go. Okay, so we've made it up here. Invited activity. We can go to a hunt. We're invited. We're still sick. The sickness is lasting a long time. Work of learning, raise ability. Yeah, let's go on this hunt. If they're just inviting everybody around this area, might as well meet some people. Grand tournament. Where's the hunt? Invited activity. You were invited to hunt. Maybe we need to get closer. Okay. Let's move a little bit closer. We'll just move outside of the city. We have enough provisions. Start moving our camp. Here we go. The hunt went away. That's unfortunate. No worries though. We do have a little bit more contracts. We will go ahead and visit the city. Merrick, the big boy, is with us. Good. I have good protection. Let's go ahead and mingle with the locals. Wouldn't mind hearing a story. And they called her Teriel, the first lion. But that story is for another time. Oh, I thought that was... Haha. You have a high-pitched voice, sir. Had a few good points. Thank you for telling me this story. Hopefully we get exotic diplomacy. That's pretty good. We did. Great. Let's see who's up for recruitment. Malco, you have really good learning. You're vengeful. You're a bit arrogant. You're a wise man, though. I doubt we have the gold to hire anybody, but it's good to see. 17 prowess. That's crazy. You have good learning. You would be good. Gregarious, compassionate, and just. Fortunately, I don't have enough money. Merrick dancing there. Let's actually go back to the castle holding and talk to the town crier. Get some more contracts here. Head back. Instructor of Knights. Instructor of Knights. Ooh, we might be able to instruct some knights. That might actually be good. I mean, we have a dragon. Surely they would listen to us, right? Yeah, let's 93 gold on an exceptional success. 89. Let's instruct some knights. Sure, that's a quick contract. Travel. Instructor of captains, I know you do not know me, but I am Daegon of the Free Company, and I have many experience handling a blade. So let me see those men, and I will train them up into tip-top shape. We will train Denano first to train knights. Follow my moves. I don't want to get any more stress. We're almost at a mental break there. Just follow my moves. Learns a lot from you. Great. Okay. Aloros, come on. Let's see. Follow my moves as well. And you. Follow my moves. There we go. Cool. Successful. Beautiful. Great. Can make another request. Let's see here. Gold, provisions. Let's get back to our camp first. There we go. Can't do a grand tournament, so I think we'll get more men-at-arms. Yeah, let's get more men-at-arms. The Free Company is increasing. More armored footmen. Great. And we can request a tournament from this guy. Tournament would be really good for our prestige. Let's see. You know, yeah, let's go ahead and do a tournament. Get our name out. I mean, I know we were an escaped slave, and there's probably people looking for us, but we have a dragon on our side. What can they do? You know, they can't, even if my previous slavers found me, they couldn't arrest me. I have Fatebringer. Fatebringer would surely protect me. It wouldn't go anywhere near me. So yeah, let's do a tournament. Might as well get our name out there. And while we're waiting for that tournament, we'll instruct some more knights. Doesn't really take any game time. Another willing follower. 16 prowess. You're impatient and vengeful. I don't know if I want somebody that impulsive in the Free Company. No thanks. Thank you, but no thanks. Let me see those men. We will train you. Follow my moves. Learns a lot. Good. Follow my moves. And follow my moves. Beautiful. 219 gold. Wonderful. Okay. There's the tournament. Let's see here. We can make another request. Let's just keep on getting more men-at-arms. Armored footmen. 500 men now. The Free Company is growing rapidly. We only have 2 prestige. Let's see. We can use that gold to upgrade our camp a little bit, but what should we get? Do like proving grounds. Roaring campfire's good. I mean, we're in sort of a steppe environment. Maybe it's not needed as of yet. Ooh, perhaps a barber's tent. We did hear about that dooming omen about potentially another plague heading our way, another maybe great spring sickness. Again, so it might be good to prepare for that. If these omens are to be true, it might be good to keep the Free Company healthy of all plagues. We are ill right now. This illness is lasting a long time. So yeah, let's go ahead and build a barber's tent. We got to stay healthy while we're traveling. We're on the road a lot, so we're going to get sick a lot. This illness is lasting a very long time. We have a maester, right? We do. Yeah, it's Eric. It's good aptitude. He's disloyal, though. He's a wildling. Hopefully he's treating us well. I mean, we are sick, but we did request this tournament, so We have to go. Come on, let us join. Let us get our name out into Essos. More and more people would flock to the free company. Won't be missed. This is the grave robbing event. We don't want to desecrate the dead. We want to be just and righteous and good, a good person, and not desecrate the dead. I was raised to respect the dead. Though I am ambitious, I have to make that decision. A quarrelsome lot. Lysadora and Tremond are not getting along. No fighting in the camp. Come on. Must stay unified. There we go. We settled their differences. Tournament arrival. I can't wait for it to start. This is good. Beautiful vista. And we see a wonderful, wonderful skybox in front of us. This is good. This is a good omen. We will enjoy some time there. Opening, no time to lose. Let's see here. A board game. So it's a contest of wits and then wrestling. Well, a contest of wits, huh? I think we're gonna go ahead and go to the village. We will visit the small folk, see what their stories are. Merrymaking. The music can be heard from the fields surrounding the village. Following it, I come to its origins. The heavily garlanded square, flutes and tambourines and all manner of instruments and balladry. Men and women dance rounds through every part of the square. Now their hands join together. Now they begin to sing. Now they spin and spin and spin. Wonderful. I mean, I must not deviate, but I will sit here and watch. I will appreciate the locals that are at least having a good time. That's good. Yeah, we don't qualify yet, so we still need... Oh, hey, I'm not sick anymore. Awesome. Perfect timing, too. We're about to do this tournament. I am in tip-top shape because the next contest is wrestling, and we need to be very healthy to compete there. Great, cool. Time well spent bonding with Fatebringer. The weeks of training, socialization, and familiarization that I've spent with Fatebringer have finally started to bear fruit. Whether soaring above Aberfields or relaxing in her lair, Fatebringer and I are increasingly at ease with each other. Each day we operate less and less as a mere team of rider and mount, and more as genuine companions, bound by real ties of trust and affection. Perhaps no one can ever truly know the heart of a dragon, but I feel as though I know this one's soul. Yes, they will write legends about Daegon and Fatebringer. Remember, Fatebringer, you are my friend. We are companions. We are equals. You are not my lesser. You are not my pet. You are my equal, my friend. Gain some experience in Dragon Bond. This is good. Bonding with Fatebringer. Very good to hear. We still don't qualify. Let's go ahead and we'll go to the tents. We will meet the other contestants. Be a man. Oh, this is the event where a woman joins the tournament. By the gods be good, a woman. I can't believe this heathenry. A woman joining the tournament. She is ambitious, brave, and stubborn. She has really good prowess. She's a blade master, trained fighter. Despite what other people might think of a woman being in a tournament, Daegon doesn't care. She has every right to be in the tournament as anybody else. He is not going to give away her secret. She wants to compete. She wants to prove herself a warrior, and Daegon isn't going to spoil that for her. But perhaps we could recruit her, though. She would be a mighty fine addition to the free company. She would be a fine warrior, and she has really good martial. I could do with services. I could do with the services of someone like you. We are ambitious, but if I could get her on our side, that would be wonderful. Yeah, we could spend 10 gold to hire her. Let us definitely hire her. She would make a fine warrior. We still don't qualify. Let us go. We'll go to the tourney grounds. Try to test our mind at a little practice games of chess. A new hire. Oh, we'll gain a bunch of stress. Ooh, we'll be critical. It's not good. I don't want to gain all this stress. Squires laugh and joke while they polish helms and mail. One of them snorts so hard it sounds like a pig, and the rest soon imitate him. Their captains loiter nearby. Among these, I spot Aloros, Magister Lodono's counselor. His skills have been greatly praised as his name resonates as one of the possible victors. I could convince him to join my own council. You have really good prowess. You are deceitful, though. Yeah, we'll gain stress from being ambitious. We'll gain stress from being just. I don't want to offend Lodono. We don't need any more people. He's already serving Lodono, so we don't want to offend the other lords in this tournament. We're overwhelmed by stress. Convert to Bailorism? What is Bailorism? There's a branch of the Faith of the Seven which venerates the King Baelor I as an avatar of the Seven. Small folk and septums across Westeros are known to undergo pilgrimages to sites where Baelor gave sermons or conducted great deeds. Baelorists are also known for their general loyalty to the Targaryen dynasty. I mean, though Daegon follows the faith of R'hllor, he's not very much of a religious guy. He does believe in the gods, but he doesn't really know which ones. And, he has no loyalty to the Targaryen dynasty. So though he's reading manuscripts on this Baelorism, it doesn't really resonate with him. So I don't think we'll go ahead and do that. We don't want to be reclusive. It would make sense. Our dragon is solitary. It would make sense for us to be reclusive. He did grow up a slave, but it says neglects his responsibilities. And if we're going to be king one day, what kind of king would neglect their responsibilities? That's not a king that Daegon would want to be under, so he doesn't want to do that. Perhaps we just bite our lip and stay focused. I think we gotta stay focused on this tournament, and then after this tournament, maybe we can de-stress, hold a little party in our camp or something. So we'll do that. Expensive meat. The dragon Fatebringer is a mercurial creature. Some days she wants nothing more than to stretch her wings and prance around the Aberfield's lair, while the very next day it is all but impossible to coax the dragon from her slumber. Fatebringer's tastes are similarly varied, and while she still eats all the butchered game my servants ferry down to her, I'm considering sending to the kitchen for more delicious fare. Surely a nice treat would bring Fatebringer and I closer together. Are for war, not feast? No. If she is our equal and I am captain of the free company, well, then she should dine as a captain as well. We are equals, Fatebringer. I want you to know that. You are my friend. I will get you the best meat I can find. Oh, we do qualify for the board game. Expensive meat rebuffed. Ah, man. The kitchens work through the night on the offering for Fatebringer. The meat is tender and its golden skin crackles under the bursting weight of a succulent stuffing. Several of my captains look longingly at the meat as it is loaded from the kitchens, but this rare fare is fit only for captains and dragons. I wheel the cart into Fatebringer's lair and am about to call out to her when I am knocked to the floor by a swirling mass of scales and muscles. Fatebringer sets upon the meat with ravenous intensity, her powerful jaws making short work of the cart's hatches to access the feast inside. She likes the meat, but she doesn't seem to notice who brought it to her. It's unfortunate. We must keep trying, though. Contest begins. Who are we facing? He's a pretty learned man. Bosco, you're patient, you're humble, we're shy. Yes, I'm ready. Come on. We're not gonna sabotage anyone. We're just That's not within our personality. We must win fair and square, or we don't win at all. Let's see here. The table flips with an almighty thwack, sending the Kivas pieces flying. Bosco's mood turned suddenly several moves ago as he realized a simple mistake had all but decided the game in my favor. Yes, you win, Captain Daegon, he whines. Happy? Oh, beautiful. Well, that was easy. You could have just conceded. No need for that outrage. Oh, okay, we already won that. Wonderful, fine contest. We got to the semifinals. Oh, you have 36 learning. Oh, this is going to be much harder. He's spends his whole life thinking. But I can do this. Come on. Man, yeah, we are not going to win this. Board game softly. I mean, we have a 5% chance our score will increase greatly. It's better than no chance. So we'll do that. This maneuver backfires. I'm in check. Maybe I could draw my knowledge of warfare. I've read many books on warfare. Come on. Oh man, we lost the board game. Damn, that sucks. I mean, it makes sense, I suppose. In game, yeah, it makes more sense. It makes sense. We're more cut out for the wrestling contest more than the board game. A live treat. Though it is at times pleasant to forget it, to pretend that they can be as obedient as the best hound, dragons are in the end still predators. My concerns have been mounting that Fatebringer is growing increasingly frustrated by the monotony of her captivity, and that it is straining our tenuous bond. Although I am sure it would be a poor substitute for the joy of a true hunt, I am considering releasing several pigs or sheep into her lair. While I have been working to break Fatebringer of her more violent tendencies, perhaps more live sport would be appreciated. Let's see here. We should release. We can release some hogs. I don't want to hold you captive, Fatebringer. I mean, if you want to leave, surely you are free to. I will not stop you, but obviously something is keeping you here. As I said, I believe our souls are connected in some way. You did choose me. You did save me from the island. Yeah, we'll release some hogs. There we go. Yeah, man, that sucks. Okay, well, interesting round. Final. Live treat appreciated. This is good. The hunt has exceeded my expectations. Rather than simply kill her prey, Fatebringer has made a wonderful game of it. Though the animals pose no real threat to her, Fatebringer takes her time stalking the group, identifying the weakest member before seizing it in her jaws and retreating. This cycle repeats for more than an hour until Fatebringer finishes, by which time the ground is coated in viscera. And Fatebringer's tail is swishing with pleasure, her thirst for excitement and blood quenched. Fatebringer allows me to draw far closer than usual, and even permits me to bring her a bucket of water, which she greedily guzzles. You're both of wild at heart. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Fatebringer. I do this for you. Yeah, we're gonna have better luck at the wrestling. Our prowess is much higher than our learning. So, fine contest indeed. This gentleman won. The guy that beat us makes sense. There's always next time, though. I will not give up. So now we have wrestling. We'll go ahead and go to the turning grounds. Almost there. Show you how it's done. Increases moderately. Do that. Let's see here. And we will go to the tavern. Have a good time. Dare to drink. Ooh, I don't want our score to decrease. Forgive my presumptions, my lord. A flourishing, scornful bow punctuates the statement. But I reckon you couldn't handle half of that, let alone all of that. Well, I must stay sober for the wrestling tournament. I can't wrestle drunk. Just sit down and leave me alone. I'm not going to call him a hopeless drunk, despite, you gain highbrow. The character refuses to spend time with those considered beneath their station. Oh, well, we don't want to be that. We're Daegon the Just. We grew up with the small folk. Fine. You want to dare me? This is going to be a bad decision, but if you want to dare me to drink, then sure. I'll drink with you. You drink Anar under the table. Good job, Daegon. Can we get one more? We can't. Okay. 22 prowess. Contest begins. Merrick qualified as well. Okay, we have a 73% chance. Hopefully we can do this. Come on. I'm ready. Shameless. This... You guys tried to sabotage the Red Warrior. He's a Red Priest. Does not matter. We will win regardless. Let us focus on body grapples with this guy. See, the liver looks vulnerable. Come on. We won. Good. We're off to the semifinals. This is a good start. There we go. Victory. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's be off to the semifinals. Who are we facing? Ooh, this guy has not very good prowess. He doesn't have good, really anything. So hopefully he's easy, but we're not going to underestimate him. I can do this. He poked me in the eye. My eye. Yandro's thumb is firmly in my eye socket, and it takes a mighty strike to the face to get him away from me. How dare you poke me in the eye? I don't want to be a tattletale, but this should be a fair contest. Judge, what do you say about this? You want to poke me in the eye? Well, then I shall go for your liver. Haha. All right, 2 down. Come on. Hopefully we can win the final contest, get some prestige to our name. Victory, beautiful. Ooh, I'm gonna be, okay. I'm gonna be facing Merrick. Oh, Merrick's a big boy. Oh, Merrick. Seems you have reached the final, my wonderful caravan master, my friend. Let's see how much of a warrior you really are. Come on. I don't want to be nicknamed the Dirty. Decreases slightly. Yeah, I'd rather lose with honor than win through dishonor. So we'll just have to take the slight decrease. Come on, your liver looks vulnerable, Merrick. Can you defend it? Oh, I think we beat Merrick. We did. Yeah! Haha! Merrick! That was indeed a wonderful, wonderful fight. A wonderful bout. But I, Daegon, am destined by the gods to win. Merrick, you will be rewarded for your wonderful bout with me. But maybe better luck next time. Thank you, though, for giving me this opportunity to wrestle such a fine warrior, such as yourself. We will have a party in the camp after this victory. Heck yeah, I won. Accomplished grappler. Got 150 prestige. Got 35 gold. Awesome. Cool. We won the wrestling tournament. This is great. Conclusion. What a great occasion. Willing follower. Oh, yeah, he's definitely willing to follow us after seeing us win in the tournament. And we got a prize ring. We'll definitely equip that. He's a wise man. He's a novice physician. Has good knowledge in hunting. He's a coward, but you know, that's okay. Not all people have to be warriors. I don't want him to be the head porter. He has poor aptitude. No, I thank you for your offer. Maybe your uses could be used somewhere else. Looking skyward, I take my morning porridge outside of my balcony, where I behold a brilliant blue sky with nary a cloud in sight. Something in me knows that this is not a day to be spent idly inside my tent or on the streets of Aberfields. It is as if Relor himself made today for a singular purpose, flight. And yet I feel cautious. Fatebringer's last several flights have not gone well. Over the past few moon turns, she has on occasion chosen to selectively ignore those commands she finds inconvenient. Commands that are usually related to me trying to avoid falling to my death. Still, more writing time could both improve our rapport and Fatebringer's willingness to heed my commands. And it is such a magnificent day. Of course. Fatebringer, would you like that, girl? Would you like to spread your wings today, take flight, taste freedom? Perhaps I could be on your back. Let us go, Fatebringer. Let us fly high. High and free. Oh, awesome. Okay, we got some pretty good stuff. Cool. Let's go ahead and equip that prize ring. Gives us some prestige, some fertility. This is really good. And we can make another request. Failure to launch. Ah, man. I approach Fatebringer cautiously and am greeted by a playful flicker in her eyes. Despite our previous rehearsals, Fatebringer resists my effort to affix her saddle, seemingly caught up in one of her many moods. With a mischievous snort, she darts away just as I reach out, her wings unfurling in graceful defiance. Each attempt to secure the saddle's girdle or reins are met with a defiant swat of her tail or a sudden gout of flame. A reminder that while a dragon may be tamed, it can never be truly broken. As my frustration mounts, I realize that my time could perhaps be better spent than by trying to make my dragon do something she does not wish. Fatebringer, I did not want to frustrate you. I just thought it would be a beautiful day to go fly. Perhaps another time. Rest easy, my faithful companion. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. We did win a tournament contest. We do have a little bit of prestige. We are distinguished. People in Essos are getting to know us, and you know, even our previous slavers have probably heard our name and you know, thought to themselves, what the hell? How is he back, and how is he gaining this much prestige? But of course, we have a dragon on our side. So people are naturally flocking to us, and we're destined for great things. So yeah, we've gained a bit of fame. We've done some contracts, and we're really getting the free company going here. We have 500 troops, and they're all pretty good. We have armored footmen and some dragon hunters. So this is really good. The Great Spring Sickness is over. It's only going to go up from here. So yeah, please like and subscribe if you do enjoy this content. There, of course, will be more CK3 and a Game of Thrones mod content in the future. So if you do enjoy this, please like and subscribe. And leave a comment below. One, letting me know how my High Valyrian was. And also letting me know what we should do from here. I am open to any sort of suggestions, any sort of character ideas that you guys may have. If you guys want to create your own characters to join the free company as a companion of Daegon, please leave your ideas in the comments, and I will try my best to add them in. And, you know, just give me the traits and a little bit of a backstory, and I'll try my best to add them in to our story here. But with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.